Welcome to day 7 of our self-learning series for spoken English practice here at Skillfident with your mentor Namita. We are on the 7th day of our self English speaking practice. If you have not attended the rest of 6 sessions, then you must attend them. You'll find all of them in the description box. We have come really far by speaking on various topics, by practicing using different methods, by building different habits. I hope that you're getting a lot of benefit from this series. This is actually a free course for all those learners who are serious about learning English without spending a lot of money. So, if you have come this far, then probably by now you're already speaking some nice words, some nice phrases, and you've practiced speaking on different topics for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. We have done it all till now. So, this is high time when we talk about whether you're sounding fluent or not. I'm sure you already have this question in your mind that how to know if you are fluent in English or not by now. Otherwise, also, this question keeps coming in your mind that whether what English you are speaking is sounding fluent to the other person. So, for that, we have to find the meaning of fluency. Well, you already know it. You know what it is to be fluent. But this is going to be the topic for today's session. How to know if you are fluent or not? Well, I would like to begin this by saying that it is nobody's job or it is in nobody else's hand to tell you that you are speaking fluent English. You have to decide whether you are fluent or not. Nobody else will decide that. I would say fluency is very personal. People can make a lot of mistakes and still sound fluent. People can speak perfect English with correct grammar, still not sound fluent. It depends. So you have all the right to decide your fluency level. You have to decide whether you're fluent or not. But I would give you few parameters. Basically, we'll talk about 4 areas which can more or less tell you for that self assessment that the English which you're speaking right now is fluent or not. All right, so let's talk about these things. The first one is that now, after practicing for so many days, after attending all the 6 sessions of this self learning series, now you don't have to search for words and phrases like you did earlier. Earlier, you would always look for more words. Like I have given you techniques, tips, and tricks where you already have a lot of words and phrases sitting in your head. And that has always been my idea for all the English learners that they should never fall short of words. So if you think that you're no more looking for words, you already have the words right there, then you're fluent. If you feel that English comes automatically to you now, if you think that you find yourself using some basic but nice phrases every now and then you're fluent. Some very basic phrases or short sentences like see you soon, don't be afraid, or never mind, what's going on, I'm feeling sleepy, I'm feeling hungry, or go ahead, or see you later, see you in the morning, see you in the evening, see you over the weekend, like that. uh, Basic words like obviously, usually, perhaps, accordingly, simultaneously, similarly, moreover, like that. If you think that, yes, now you use them with an ease. So, if you have started to notice that you're not taking any unnecessary pauses, you are just speaking with an ease, then yes, you have come a long way to becoming fluent, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign. The second thing that you can notice is that you have stopped translating from your mother tongue to English. Basically, you've started to think in English now. You're not translating anymore. Because the biggest problem with English learners is that they're always translating, and translating always causes a lot of pauses, and there are a lot of fillers. When you are translating in your head, of course, you cannot speak fluently. So if you think that the translation is gone about 70%, 80%, then it's okay. Notice that if um, English has started to flow easily and naturally from your mouth, from your mind till your tongue, you feel that it is flowing easily now, then definitely you have become fluent. If you are still translating, like suppose you're thinking in Hindi and speaking in English, then definitely there is a fluency barrier. You have to work a little bit more. But if you think that no, I have actually started to think in English. In previous sessions, I have discussed about those, especially those practices where you can eliminate the translating process completely. You can actually start thinking in English. That is why I'm saying, if you've not attended those sessions, you must. You are going to gain a lot of insight into becoming fluent. So if it is flowing easily and naturally, then you are definitely fluent. The third thing is that now you can talk for longer durations. If earlier you could only speak for a few seconds or a minute, but now you can talk about different topics, various things for longer durations, then you've become fluent. Many people who just copy other people's English, or just try to speak and follow somebody else's style of speaking, cannot speak for very long duration. They speak shorter sentences just by cramming those sentences and phrases, and this makeshift English they are managing somehow. But if you can speak for longer durations, then definitely you have acquired fluency. You can now introduce new ideas when you're talking about different things, when you're speaking about different topics. You can now express yourself in a better way. Earlier, you had a lot of ideas in your head, but you could not express, you could not give words to your thoughts, then there was a problem. But if you feel that you've come far enough to sound nice, and you can actually put your thoughts in reality through your words, then yes, you've become fluent. You don't stop by just giving one view or two views. You have more ideas to share with people, then definitely you are fluent. And the fourth thing is that when you're having conversations with people, I'm not talking about small talk, you're having real conversations with people, even if it is for practice, you feel that you sound more confident, then you have certainly acquired fluency. Sometimes we get nervous, and during the initial stages of English practice, all of us get nervous. It is natural. But if you think that you are not getting nervous anymore, or you are, sounding more confident, or after the conversation you don't feel drained, if you're not enjoying the conversations, after having it you feel drained, oh god, you've like taken out all the strength and put it into speaking English or conveying your thoughts, then definitely it's nowhere close to fluency. But if you feel that yes, now I'm not getting nervous and I'm not even feeling drained after a conversation, I can hold that conversation for quite some time, then definitely you have become fluent. If you see that you are participating in conversations with people with a lot more passion, you're eager, you're enthusiastic about it, and you are fluent. It is enough. So now I think you can understand what fluency is, or whether you have come closer to being fluent or not. Basically, along with these 4 points that I've shared, you have to look at your satisfaction level, how satisfied you are with your English. Now, Of course, it includes vocabulary, it includes the grammar, basic grammar structures, it includes your speed, the flow that you speak with. It does include the content, your knowledge of different subjects, your knowledge about different topics. It includes your throw of words, it includes your choice of words, it definitely includes your pronunciation, how you speak. Everything is a part of fluency, and you know that. But I would say that it is more based on your satisfaction. If you feel confident, then definitely the English that you are speaking sounds confident. So you decide your fluency. You decide whether you feel confident, you feel fluent, you feel good enough in English or not. It is just completely on you. So, my dear learners, I wish you fluency, I wish you confidence, but at the same time, I want you to keep practicing, because if you think that attending a few sessions in one series or just uh, scanning through a lot of videos and podcasts would make you fluent, it won't. You ultimately have to put efforts from your side. Fluency can definitely be achieved. It doesn't matter which age you are from, it doesn't matter which city, which state you are from, which country you're from, whether you have an English background or not. What matters is, are you truly ready to be fluent? Are you genuinely very passionate about it? If you are, then you can be fluent. Now, let me know how many parameters can you check in when you decide to talk about your own English. Leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me, how confident do you feel? How fluent do you feel? And I'm going to see you in my 8th session. Till then, keep practicing your English and make sure that you're attending all the sessions that have been uploaded under the label Self Learning Series. I'm going to see you very, very soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.